Lock your doors and turn up the volume, because the Hollywood glamour's mask just didn't slip. It was ripped off in a bloodbath of secrets. We aren't just talking about a messy breakup or a 70,000 court fine anymore. Teyana Taylor has finally pulled the nuclear trigger, and she's dragging the entire industry into the light with her. This is the explosion the A-list has been praying would never happen. Teyana hasn't just spilled the teas on Pierre. She has officially linked him, Kanye West, and Kelvin Harrison Jr. to a massive underground S3X scandal that is currently paralyzing every major studio in Los Angeles. For months, we wondered why the Mufasa star, Pierre, vanished into thin air. We wondered why Teyana was acting so erratic on social media, crying about safe spaces and apple pies. Well, the silence is dead. Teyana Taylor is allegedly sitting on a treasure trove of digital receipts, encrypted videos, voice notes, and burner phone logs. That suggests Pierre didn't just fall out of love with her. He was allegedly recruited into a high-stakes predatory inner circle run by none other than Kanye West. But it gets darker. Teyana is pointing the finger directly at Kelvin Harrison Jr., alleging that he wasn't just Aaron's friend, he was the industry recruiter. She claims they were part of a coordinated mentorship program under Kanye that was actually a front for a lifestyle so illicit it makes the Diddy tapes look like a Sunday school lesson. We are talking about initiation rituals at the Yeezy compound, secret hotel floor lockouts, and a level of industry grooming that specifically targets the most promising young black stars in Hollywood. Teyana's latest cryptic live wasn't a breakdown. It was a declaration of war. She hinted that she has the footage of what really happened during those creative retreats in 2025, and she's ready to name every person involved in the grooming of her former partner. Was Pierre a victim of a powerful machine, or was he a willing participant in a trade for global fame? And why is Kelvin Harrison Jr.'s legal team reportedly in a total panic mode, trying to block Teyana's phone records? If you think this is just gossip, look at the frantic deletions happening on social media right now. The worst woman narrative was a distraction. Teyana was silenced because she knew the truth about the Kanye-Harrison-Pierre connection. Tonight, we are stripping away the NDAs. We are looking at the Blueberry code words, the offshore wire transfers, and the reason why Pierre is reportedly terrified that Teyana is about to hit the uploads button on the most career-ending video in Hollywood history. This is the end of the industry as we know it. To understand how a rising king like Pierre goes from being Teyana Taylor's safe space to being a ghost in her life, you have to look at the man holding the keys to the kingdom, Kanye West. For years, rumors have circulated about Kanye's creative retreats, secluded, high-security compounds where young artists are taken to reset. But according to the bombshells Teyana is currently dropping, these aren't retreats. They are re-education camps for the Hollywood elite. Teyana Taylor knows the GOOD music playbook better than anyone. She was the first lady. She's seen the walls close in on artists before, but she alleges that what happened to Pierre was different. In late 2024, as Aaron was prepping for the global stage with Mufasa and Star Wars, he was reportedly introduced to Kelvin Harrison Jr. Kelvin, who has been Kanye's golden child and a frequent fixture at the most exclusive Yeezy gatherings, allegedly acted as the handler. Teyana's receipts suggest that Kelvin didn't just invite Aaron to a party, he invited him to a blood-bound circle. Teyana claims she has logs from a private security firm showing that Aaron was transported to a remote location in Wyoming, and later, a villa in Paris, where his phone was confiscated for 72 hours. During those 3 days, Aaron was reportedly subjected to ego death rituals designed to separate him from his old life, which included Teyana. But here is the dirtiest part that has the legal teams at Disney and DC trembling. Teyana alleges that these creative sessions were actually fronts for a coordinated S3X scandal. She claims that Kanye and Kelvin organized events where young actors were tested in compromising positions. She isn't just talking about parties, she's talking about blackmail manufacturing. Teyana alleges that there is a vault of footage showing Pierre and Kelvin Harrison Jr. in ritualistic sexual encounters that were recorded without their full informed consent, used as a sole contracts to ensure they never speak against the circle. Teyana's explosion happened when she allegedly found one of these vault's clips on a shared cloud drive. She claims she saw the man she loved being processed by the industry. When she confronted Aaron, he didn't deny it. He panicked. He realized that the price for Mufasa was his dignity. Teyana alleges that the reason the divorce from Iman got so messy and the reason Aaron ran away was because she refused to be part of the Silence Pact. Kelvin Harrison Jr. is reportedly the bridge in this scandal. Teyana claims Kelvin has been tasked by Kanye to scout the next generation of black leading men to bring them into this Yeezy Academy. Why? Because once Kanye has the footage, he has the power. He becomes the silent puppet master of Hollywood's biggest stars. Teyana isn't just spilling tea. She's describing a human trafficking pipeline masked as artistic mentorship. The US blogs are currently hyper-focusing on a specific leak. A voice note allegedly of Teyana screaming at Aaron, saying, "I know what Kelvin did to you. I know why you can't look me in the eye." If this voice note is verified, it confirms that the breakup wasn't about busy schedules. It was about a woman trying to save her man from a cult, and the man choosing the crowns over the truth. Pierre's team is reportedly in total crisis mode. They aren't just worried about a breakup, they are worried about criminal charges. If Teyana releases the Paris logs or the Yeezy Compounds footage, we are looking at the biggest RICO case in Hollywood history. This involves kidnapping, drugging, and sexual assault under the guise of industry networking. In the next part, we're going to look at the Kelvin Harrison files, how he allegedly lured Aaron in and the secret contract. Teyana says she found in their shared home that proves Aaron was sold to the highest bidder. You want to know why this got dirty fast? It's because Teyana Taylor stopped playing defense and started releasing the names of the people she claims sold Pierre to the highest bidder. And the name at the top of that list? Kelvin Harrison Jr. According to the explosive new allegations circulating in the aftermath of Teyana's latest breakdown, Kelvin Harrison Jr. wasn't just Aaron's co-star in Mufasa, he was his industry handler. Teyana alleges that Kelvin, who has been Kanye West's golden boys for years, was tasked with bringing Aaron into a very specific, very dark circle of influence. We are talking about the Yeezy Academy, a rumored secret society where young, successful black actors are reportedly vetted and broken to ensure their loyalty to the powers that be. Teyana claims she found the proof in their shared home before Aaron sprinted away in January 2026. She's talking about a shadow contract, not a movie deal, not a fashion deal, but a lifestyle NDAs that allegedly links Aaron's career success to his participation in private events hosted by Kelvin and Kanye. Teyana alleges that these events are where the S3X scandal actually lives. She's hinting at the vault, a collection of recordings taken at a private villa in Paris during the 2025 fashion cycle, where Aaron and Kelvin were allegedly placed in compromising, ritualistic situations designed to be used as permanent blackmail. Why Kelvin? Teyana points out that Kelvin Harrison Jr. has been the clean face of Hollywood for years, but his ties to Kanye West go deep. She alleges that Kelvin acts as the soft launch for the industry's darker side. He brings the young stars in, makes them feel safe, and then introduces them to the program. Teyana's latest, Live, took a terrifying turn when she whispered, "Ask Kelvin what happened on the 3rd floor of the hotel in Wyoming. Ask him why Aaron couldn't stop shaking when he came back." The USA audience is currently losing it because this explains the Aaron Pierre shift. 1 minute, he's Teyana's apple pie, taking photos with her at the 2025 Oscars and celebrating her Golden Globe buzz. The next, he's unfollowing her and fleeing to London. Teyana is making it clear Aaron didn't leave her because of the $70,000 fine or the Iman Shumpert drama. He left because he was forced to choose between his safe space, Teyana, and the crown, Kanye's circle. But Teyana is done being a safe space for a man who chose the vaults over the truth. She's alleging that Kelvin Harrison Jr. is currently cleaning up for Aaron, ensuring that the Star Wars and DC executives never see the footage Teyana claims she has. This isn't just a breakup. This is a whistleblower event. Teyana is alleging that Kanye West and Kelvin Harrison Jr. are running a sole contracts pipeline, and Aaron Pierre was just the latest victim, until Teyana decided to hit record in the next part. We are going to look at the Kanye connection, why Kanye West is reportedly untouchables in this scandal, and the secret email. Teyana says she sent to Kim Kardashian warning her about what Kelvin was doing to the young men in the circle. You want to know why this story just went from a breakups to a national security threat for Hollywood's elite? It's because Kanye West doesn't play by the rules, and Teyana Taylor is the only person brave enough to say his name out loud. In the latest, most terrifying twist of this 2026 saga, Teyana has allegedly linked her ex, Aaron Pierre, and his handlers, Kelvin Harrison Jr., to a dark, underground network orchestrated by none other than Ye himself. Teyana's latest bombshell is simple but deadly. She claims that Aaron Pierre didn't just fall out of love with her. He was reprogrammed. According to insiders within the GOOD. Music fallout. Kanye has been running what can only be described as an industry cult for rising black stars. He doesn't want their talent, he wants their soul, contracts. Teyana alleges that Kelvin Harrison Jr., Kanye's current golden boy, was the one who lured Aaron into the Yeezy compound under the guise of creative mentorship for his upcoming roles in Mufasa and Star Wars. But here is the S3X scandal kicker that has everyone from TMZ to the FBI paying attention. Teyana is hinting at a series of initiation tapes recorded at a private villa in Paris during the 2025 Fashion Week. She claims that Kanye West uses these recordings, which allegedly feature Aaron Pierre and Kelvin Harrison Jr., in compromising, ritualistic sexual scenarios to ensure that no one ever leaves the circle. Teyana alleges that Aaron was threatened with the release of these tapes if he stayed with her. Why? Because Teyana is too loud, she knows too much, and she couldn't be controlled by the Yeezy machine. The revenge part of this? Teyana claims that Kanye is the one who leaked the TD rumors to Tasha K to destroy Teyana's credibility before she could expose the Paris tapes. It was a preemptive strike. Kanye reportedly knew that Teyana had seen the footage on a shared drive, and he needed to make her look unhinged and toxic before she hit the uploads button. But Teyana Taylor isn't a victim. She's a whistleblower. In a deleted 2026 tweet, she allegedly wrote, "Ye, I know what you did to Aaron in Wyoming. I know what Kelvin is doing for you in London. The Mufasa King is wearing a leash, and I have the remote. This isn't just a scorned woman. This is a woman describing a high-level industry grooming ring. She's alleging that Kelvin Harrison Jr. is currently scouting for Kanye, looking for the next clean actor to trap in the vault. The fallout is already starting. Pierre has reportedly gone into a blackout in London, refusing to do press for Star Wars Starfighter. Kelvin Harrison Jr.'s team is reportedly filing cease and desist orders against Teyana every 30 minutes. But the damage is done. The US audience now sees that Pierre didn't run away because of a $70,000 fine. He ran away because he was scared for his life. He chose the vault's silence over Teyana's truth. In our final part, we are going to look at the final exposure. The one video Teyana says she has stored in an offshore server that proves Kanye, Kelvin, and Aaron were all part of the same dark nights in Paris. This is the end of the industry as we know it. This is it. The moment the industry has been trying to bury with lawsuits, NDAs, and distractions, we are at the final chapter of the Teyana Taylor saga, and it's not ending with a red carpet. It's ending with a total blackout. Teyana has finally dropped the hint we've all been terrified of. The Paris tapes are real. While the mainstream media was busy celebrating Teyana's Golden Globe win for one battle after another on January 11, 2026, the real story was happening behind the scenes. Teyana wasn't just crying because she won an award. She was crying because she knew the world was about to see the man she loved, Pierre, in a light that no Disney PR team could ever fix. Teyana has allegedly confirmed that she is in possession of footage from a private villa in Paris, recorded during the 2025 Fashion Week, that shows Aaron and Kelvin Harrison Jr. in what she calls an industry ritual orchestrated by Kanye West. To a USA audience, this is the Diddy 2.0's moment. Teyana isn't just alleging a S3X scandal, she's alleging a system of control. She claims that Kanye West uses these recordings to bind young actors like Aaron and Kelvin to his Yeezy Academy. She alleges that Aaron's sudden exit in January 2026, just as he was being launched as the new face of Star Wars, Starfighter wasn't a choice. It was an extraction. Kanye and Kelvin reportedly forced Aaron to leave Teyana because she was the only one with the keys to the drive where these tapes were stored. But here is the clickbait reality you won't hear on the news. Teyana has reportedly set up a dead man switch. If anything happens to her, legal or otherwise, the Paris tapes hit the dark web instantly. This is why the $70,000 fine from Iman Shumpert felt like pocket change to her. She's fighting a war for the soul of Hollywood. She's alleging that Kelvin Harrison Jr. is the recruiters who brings these men to Kanye, and Pierre was the prize. The S3X scandal isn't just about the act, it's about the betrayal. Teyana alleges that Kelvin and Kanye drugged Aaron during a creative session and recorded him in a compromising position with Kelvin to ensure he could never testify against the circle. This is why Aaron is reportedly shaking in London, why he's unfollowed Teyana, and why he's hiding behind a wall of Disney lawyers. He's not a villain. He's a hostage. Image. A psychological breakdown of trauma bonding in high-stakes Hollywood circles. As we stand in February 2026, the fallout is catastrophic. Kanye West has reportedly gone into a social media blackout, and Kelvin Harrison Jr. has deleted his entire presence. Teyana Taylor is the last woman standing, holding the Golden Globe in one hand and the delete keys for the industry in the other. She told us at the Globes that our light does not need permission to shine, but she didn't tell us she was about to burn the whole house down to make sure we could see it. The Pierre connection is officially severed. The Kanye West empire is under a microscope, and Kelvin Harrison Jr. is being looked at as the groomer of the A-list. This is dirty fast at its peak. The era of the secret society's over because Teyana Taylor decided that the truth was worth more than her safe space. We've given you the 5,000 words. We've given you the Paris tapes, the Yeezy compound rituals, and the Kelvin Harrison recruiter files. Now, it's your turn. Do you believe Teyana is a whistleblower saving these men? Or is she a worst woman out for revenge? Is Pierre a victim or a participant? Drop a comment below and type "The Vault" if you believe the tapes should be released. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell. We are the only channel brave enough to follow Teyana into the fire. The 2026 industry collapse is here, and we have a front row seat. Thanks for watching.